Hey everyone, welcome back to BDG Reviews. It's night 5 of the 31 Days of Horror. What I'm reviewing tonight is something I just watched on, I watch on digital so I can't hold up a copy or whatever. I'm reviewing Talk to Me. This is an Australian film, at least, well, everyone in it is Australian or whatever, it seems, I don't know. The basic plot of this movie is, essentially, you got this girl, and, like, her mother has died a while back, and they start seeing these videos online. I guess like it's like one of their friends like has these parties, and in these parties people like essentially get possessed. There's this like hand thing. They grab the hand and then they say talk to me, and then they get like possessed essentially. So, you know, they decide they're gonna go check this out, and that's exactly what it is. You sit there, they put this hand in front of you. It's like a ceramic hand, but they say there's like an embalmed hand inside it. I don't know. They never crack it open, so you never really know. You grab the hand, you say talk to me, and they see like a ghost in front of them, and then they gotta let it in. So they say let it in, ghost comes in and talks through them and everything, and essentially it seems to be it's like they get like a high out of the experience. So they have like this rule, you go 90 seconds, that's it, and you can't really don't go anymore, you just stick to 90 seconds. So this girl tries it. She actually goes a little bit beyond 90 seconds, but she thoroughly enjoys it. In the meantime, I'll say this though. This isn't really this semi-spoiler alert. I'll say that this happens in the first 5 minutes of the movie, so it's not a spoiler for like a big thing, but it's something that if you haven't seen this movie and you want to watch it blind, it's a it's a really good scene that works really well, and it's somewhat, I guess you could say, shocking. But essentially, this guy comes to this party and he's looking for his brother, and he can't find him, and they're like, check your brother. He's like being a douchebag or whatever. So he goes upstairs, he breaks down this door, he finds him in there, he's covered in scratches and everything. So he's leading him out, and his brother's like muttering away. Then he turns and stabs him in the chest, and walks out like to where the party is, and then stabs himself right in the head. I mean, it was quite a good scene. But this is the guy that they got this hand from. It quickly becomes evident that the people are really like enjoying trying this thing, and this our main girl, her friend's like younger brother decides he wants to have a go. They don't really want him to have a go, but his sister's not there, so our main girl says, you know what, we'll do 60 seconds, just give him a taste of it. So they do, but when he gets possessed, he starts speaking as her mother and saying, like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hurt you, and all this stuff. So essentially, she kind of forces it to stay connected much too long. And this kid essentially starts bashing his head into tables and everything. He literally tries to pull one of his own eyes out. It's a really gnarly graphic scene. I really like it, actually. It quickly becomes evident that essentially, some doors are it's probably best to leave them closed, and that's the case here. You got this kid pretty much ripping himself up, and just all like craziness ensues. I'm gonna leave it there for the synopsis, because any more will get into spoilers, and I'm talking like like movie ending spoilers. So I don't want to go there. So yeah, acting in this movie, it was perfectly fine. I didn't have an issue with any of the actors, and no one seemed to be hamming it up. I've said before, when it comes to quote unquote like foreign actors, I have a bit of a hard time because I can't usually tell. I mean, this is a bit different. It's Australian. It's they, you know, they speak English. You can understand what they're saying, but you don't know how much of it is actually like, you know, I don't know enough Australian people or whatever to say like, this is like, oh, he's hamming it up or anything. So I can't really make a judgment call there. But to me, everything seemed fine. Music, fine. There was nothing spectacular about the music, but nothing felt out of place either. So that's always a good thing. Effects. This is where it kind of shines, because the effects are quite effective, and I'm not just talking the gore effects. I mean, yeah, you get some pretty gnarly gore effects, like I said, but the ghosts themselves, the effects on them are really quite good as well, because all of them, how can I put it? Every one that you see, it's like, yeah, that's not no Casper the Friendly Ghost here. All of these there's something up with all of them. All the ones that you see, and it's just kind of, you would think that would be enough to say, you know what, screw this, I ain't doing it no more. But is what it is. Also, there is one scene I have to talk about, where this guy gets possessed and proceeds to make out with a dog. Yeah. That happened. That's in the movie. He doesn't go so far as to do anything too bad. Essentially, it's just the dog licking his mouth and him like really enjoying it. A bit of an odd scene, but it's a good little piece of like comic relief, and it's just it's a neat scene when our main character afterwards says like, well, I want to do it, and the friend's like, you want to do it after what you've just said, and she's like, get your thought dog out of here, and yeah, let me at it. It was a fun movie, honestly. For a rating, I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. It's very solid. One thing I did find watching it was I got the feeling that I wasn't seeing everything. So I don't know if when this eventually gets a Blu-ray release or whatever, whether we're going to have a director's cut, I don't know. But I feel like some scenes they feel a little bit short. Like there should be something more there that we just haven't seen yet. So we'll see when eventually we get a physical release of it. But yeah, 8 out of 10, really solid. Definitely recommend it if you like a good, creepy little, ghost type flick. So yeah, that's it for me. See you tomorrow.